Hey everyone, welcome back to Just Cartoons. My name is Jake, and this is part 2 of my sketchbook tour. So if you guys haven't seen part 1 yet, I definitely recommend that you guys watch that. It's on my channel. For you guys will not want to miss out on any of the past drawings and projects that I've done, and be caught up with this one. So, without any further ado, let's get on with this book. So anyways, I have started this book on Thanksgiving, and as of right now, I am past the halfway mark. And I wanted to start things off with the last drawing that I've shown off, which was the now completed 12 Days of Christmas art project that I have done. So yeah, this is a challenge I gave to myself during Christmas time. So like the goal was in every day of on every day, the first 12 days of December, I've decided to draw each of the gifts from the 12 days of Christmas, from the partridge in the pear tree to the 12 drummers drumming. And what I've noticed is that each gift, like it got like it gets more challenging and challenging because I would try to fit every single gift inside of the limited space inside the number 12, and it was very challenging. Like the more, like you could definitely see it started to, I would say that it started to get really difficult around when, with the number 8, with the 8 maids of milking. Like as soon as it got to 8, that's when I thought like, okay, this is gonna be really challenging. So it was interesting to see how I was able to play with space and also with color. I actually learned a lot about color with this exercise and with this project, and I think overall it turned out to be really fun. I'm very proud for pulling this off, and I hope to do another challenge like this sometime in the future. Now onward to the next one. Next one, since we're still in winter, I decided to draw some snowmen in some weird situations. Like with the top one, it's Snowman's birthday, and the snow cake is literally made out of snow, and there's like a lit candle, and it's like melting the cake away. Or like there's one that's I call a woe man, because pretty much a snowman gamer who's like crying and upset because his snow dog burst to his snow TV. It was, I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought it was funny. And the last one, it was a little tiny snowman who's a son, who belongs to a mom and a dad, snow people, and he pretty much made a recreation of his dad, and they're not pleased. I don't know why. I just drew that in this situation. I thought it would be pretty funny. Oh man. All right, now with this one, I decided to do some like studies and some in a way, but I wanted to do like my own take of one of my favorite fictional characters in all literature as well as movies, and that is of course Willy Wonka. And yeah, there's been many adaptations of the story of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, whether it be the Gene Wilder one, which is my personal favorite out of the movies, and there's also the Tim Burton one, and you got the and also the Broadway musical, which is actually more. I actually got influenced by more like the Broadway musical in this one because I love the songs in this and the musical, and I like Christian Borle's portrayal of Willy Wonka. I think like if like in a way I prefer Gene Wilder and Christian Borle. Like they're both great Willy Wonkas, but Gene Wilder takes it first, then Christian Borle, and then and then Johnny Depp. Sorry, but yeah, this is more like the Christian Borle side. While doing like my own creative liberties on it. Here are some more sketches. I wanted to pull off the whole wacky and dark and whimsical side to him, and still trying to figure out what he would look like. Also taking inspirations from one of my favorite illustrators named Quentin Blake, who you guys would probably know for his illustrative works on Roald Dahl books like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, The Witches, James and the Giant Peach. You guys, if you guys know the stories, you guys would know those drawings. And these are some pencil sketches I did of my own take on Willy Wonka, and actually turned out, I really like this page, especially with some of the facial features. I thought they turned out really well. I actually liked how I used the triangle for his head. I thought it really worked with his character and a little like little puffs of hair that comes out from the top of his head. I thought it was pretty funny, and I liked his facial expressions, and so yeah, I'm really liking how he's coming out so far with this portrayal of the character. Now on to the next one. Now this was also done in December. This was a if you guys are familiar with this is Ebenezer Scrooge from the story A Christmas Carol, which is probably one of the most well-known Christmas stories of all time. Like, everyone knows this story, and everyone has like a particular version that they like, whether it be like the original or the Mickey one or the Muppets one or the Jim Carrey one. Oh man, there's a lot of versions of the Christmas Carol. It's like pretty much stapled into Christmas, that every Christmas gotta have a Christmas Carol. And so I pretty much did like my take on Scrooge, as well as my own take on the first. Well, like, I don't think it's the first three. No, it's the three main ghosts, because it didn't include Jacob Marley. It just included the main three, which are past, present, and yet to come. So I did like this whole thing where the past is a candle, and then like the smoke comes out present, and then yet to come. So I thought it was a interesting take. I decided to go through. I did all in light blue color pencil and brush pen, which I think turned out really nice. I love the brush tip. It really gets like nice like ink strokes and like curves and all that. It's one of my favorite art materials to use. It's really nice. Next one, I decided to play around with more color pencils and markers. So this one's more of like the I decided to practice more with female faces and looks when it comes to like the head shapes and like as well as hair. The ones I highlighted with the markers, those are the ones that I really like. Those are the ones that I thought were like really good. I thought I did a great. I wanted to make those stand out. And I have to say, like, my personal favorites would probably have to be the one with the green on the top corner, as well as the one at the bottom left. The bottom left. But yeah, if you guys have seen Heather's the Musical, you guys would probably recognize her. It's Heather McNamara, who's one of my favorite characters. Probably like the most likable out of all the Heathers. But I decided to draw her since I was listening to Heather's. Great musical. If you guys haven't listened to it, give it a listen. It's a lot of fun. And also, like right around here, I was practicing with facial expressions from one of my favorite shows. It's actually on Netflix, especially because I like the animation, the story, and it's Miraculous. Miraculous is a great show, and it's like, for me, it's like I haven't seen a show like that I was really interested since Powerpuff Girls, like with like a female superhero, and I thought it brought like some of those like elements like back, which I really enjoyed. Now to the next one. These are 5-minute gesture drawings that I've done. These are studies of the character Clara from the what's it called? From the ballet, The Nutcracker, which is another well-known Christmas story. So I did like different ballet poses, and it was very difficult. I'm not really used to drawing ballet poses, so having like drawn like 5-minute gestures, it definitely was a challenge. I definitely need to do more of these, but I think they all turned out really well, especially since I was only using red color pencil. So it was, I don't know, it was very awesome. I'm very glad that I did all this, and it's like, and so yeah, I'll keep on doing more of these in the future. Next is I did a drawing celebrating Dick Van Dyke's birthday, which he turns, I believe, I'm trying to remember, it was 93 or 94. And I know he's in his 90s, but I did a drawing to celebrate it, which was, so I did four. I did 4 different drawings of Bert from Mary Poppins, which is probably like his most iconic role. And of course, front and center is a marker and ink drawing of Bert dancing with the penguin, which is probably one of the most iconic scenes in the entire movie. and I really loved how it came down, how it turned out. Love the colors and trying to figure out how like to make like the foreground stand out from the background. I think I did a pretty good job with it. Still a work in progress. I'm trying to improve with marker wise, but I really like. But overall, I still love how it turned out. And thank you, Dick Van Dyke, for everything, for being an inspiration to me as well. Now these are just random like random pen sketches I've done. Very, very random, just random doodles. And I actually had a lot of fun. I actually drew some stuff that like I was actually surprised that like I was able to pull off. Like, I don't know, it's like it's the way like it's pretty much like a page where like anything goes. Like I pretty much drew anything that came to mind, and pretty much like whether it be like an object in front of me or something in my head, or like I just made something out of simple shapes. It was really fun. I did like actually two pages full of like these random pen sketches, and I hope to do more of these. These actually was a lot of fun to do, and it was awesome that I drew like a rabbit or like a present not to be opened till Christmas, or like some random people, or like a cup that's sentient, or like some weird skull. It was I don't know. It was a lot of fun, and who knows? Maybe I'll probably do more of that in the future. These turned out really, really great. I think it's really showing what level I'm at right now. Now this one is a study of one of my all-time favorite animated movies called The Secret of Kells, which was a movie back in 2009. And it's if you guys have not seen it, it's such a great movie. It even got nominated for Best Animated Feature, losing to Up, but it's such a great movie. And what I really liked about this style is that for this study, I learned that they pretty much turned like these really simple shapes, like really nice like geometric like shapes, and made characters out of it, which I really liked. You can see like there's like triangles and circles and squares like everywhere, and like the way that they pulled it off it was brilliant. It's very well done, and I hope that I can probably take something out of this for future styles for times to come. So thought I did a great job with this one. This one was an idea that I had for a concept. I'm not sure if it would be like for like a flash game or like or a comic or something. It was for something, but I know it has to do with sheep. It had this concept with the sheep. I don't want to say it though, because I don't want to like it's my personal idea, and I don't want to like give it out to anyone. But there's like a good sheeps and bad sheep, and but I really like how it turned out. I wanted to make like each one of them like very like different. Like the good ones all like the puffy around ones, while the bad ones have like these horns that are really spiky. And yeah, still playing around with the idea, but we'll see where that goes later on in the future. And now here we go back to my mascot character, Artie. So yeah, Artie is, of course, a lot of fun to draw. Love drawing this character. Been working on him ever since I believe in 2012. I've been working on him since 2012, and he has grown a lot in a long, long time. Like, I mean, heck, like one of the biggest differences is that he has hair. But but yeah, he's a lot of fun. I was drawing facial features, and I love drawing in pen. It really is great. It really teaches me control, and also like to draw like lightly and drawing darker when it comes to details, and also playing around with a few poses. So yeah, when I get to animating him in the future, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be super cool. And here are more. Here's like ideas that I got for Artie in the future for my upcoming web series that is in the works. That I got pretty much like planned out. It's an animated web series called Animation Principals, which is a play on the word principles, but it's now called Principals. And pretty much the concept is that it's the goal is to have these two cartoon characters, Artie and Razor, pretty much in their own comedic ways, teach kids and people out there like the viewers how to do animation by teaching them the 12 principles. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be like in the way of the style of like the what's it called? Like the whole like 1930s type cartoons, but also taking a fresh new spin on it. So it's good. It's gonna be interesting. So in a way, kind of similar to if you guys have seen the old cartoon Gertie the Dinosaur, you guys will know what I'm talking about. If you guys have it, definitely check that out. That's the kind of aim I'm going for, but more updated. So we'll see how that goes. Next one. These are random people sketches. Play around with different poses and facial expressions, and like how like the body works, and then I did it all in like one marker. So pretty much what I also learned is that if you like pretty much like layer like even like it was just one color, it will get darker and it will stand out more, like especially when it comes to like eyes or like the main like body position. Like if you like pretty much keep on layering that same color, like let it dry and then let it like, and then keep on like layering on top of it without going through like all the way through the paper, it will get darker and it'll stand out more. So they will make it pop. So yeah, it was great. It was a great set of exercises that I've done. Now with the next one, I'm really proud of this page. Random people that I found online, and I decided to draw. So I have like I have like an old man. I have like a couple guys in there. There's some few females as well. I really like the female in the orange and blue. That one's my personal favorite. I love the facial expression in that one. Also like the very light purple one of the little girl. I thought that one was very well done. I was experimenting with markers and also learning control as well, trying to figure out like where each where everything goes and like how to make like a certain feature stand out. So I thought it was so it was a great exercise. It was a lot of fun. Next one I done on, let's see, this was drawn on the December 22nd, a few days before Christmas. So I decided to draw my favorite Christmas story, The Nutcracker. So you see like those Clara studies actually did pay off. It actually helped me design my own version of the Nutcracker as a drawing. And I really love this. I really love how this one turned. I even threw in a little mouse king up there, staring down at the two characters. But I just loved how like pretty much like taking this story and like do like my own version of it in like my own style. And I'm very proud of this one. I didn't get digitally colored, but I hope someday to get maybe in time for next year. But I'm really proud of this drawing. Now this one I was in the mood for rabbits, so I did like a few like rabbit sketches as well as like my own take of like some bunny characters. It was interesting. It was very interesting. Cause I know eventually I would love to have like make like my own rabbit type character. I haven't found him yet, but it's getting there. It's a work in progress. But yeah, I've been doing some studies in markers. For some reason, I love drawing in markers. Like it's always a lot of fun. Maybe like it like stands out more. I don't know, but it's great. Still play around with different styles, but we'll see how that one goes. This one is also for another project that I have, and that's pretty much like one that I really like. That's that I would love to get done in the future. But I'm not gonna say what it is yet because it's like I didn't want to like get the idea away. But it's pretty much it's going great. I'm still looking for that right style. In a way, I've actually been inspired by like a couple inspirations for this were like the Heartless from Kingdom Hearts and Has Been Hotel, which is this great animation online. It was an inspiration for it. With the whole like wacky, like abstract and like really dark type style of animation. I really love it, and hope to do like my own take on it. But it was really great. Like, and I hope to do more of these once I find the right style of it in the future. So expect more coming soon. And now we go into the Scribble Challenge Part 2. Yes, the Scribble Challenge Part 2. This one, I think is a much better job than what I did the first time I did it. If you guys have seen the last one, but yeah, I think I definitely improved. scribble challenge wise. I've seen like her shapes and like seeing things like these like more like these like actual characters hidden in scribbles. I think I did a really great job with it. I just probably need to color it eventually, because I think this one definitely has potential of being like all nice and colored, especially background wise, because it seems a little bit plain. But yeah, overall I think it's definitely an improvement from last time. Now this one was actually done on Christmas Day, so so I actually decided to draw 4 different takes on Santa Claus. And let's see, I'm not really much of a fan of like the whole like wine red for the background. Wish it could have been like more of like a dark, like a brighter red, but I don't know. What's done is done. But I actually like these 4 takes of Santa. It's all like very different, but you can obviously tell who this person is. So just to show you, like you can like, it's always great to find like multiple styles for different projects. So yeah, I think this one turned out to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. And yes, here we are. Another page all about Artie. So, oh my gosh, I love drawing this character. I love him so much, and I cannot wait to animate him later on in the future. So yeah, he actually got a bit of an update later on. So nothing huge, but he did get a bit of definitely an update. And I love him. I really, really love this character. He's gonna be a lot of fun. I can already tell like this character will be worth all of the like the hard work of like redesigning him over and over and over, and seeing that like how Artie started off and then how he is now. It definitely shows that I'm growing as an artist, and like learning different styles and learning different techniques from different artists are really paying off, and I couldn't be any more happier. So yeah, super excited for Artie in the works of making a web series for him coming hopefully in the future, possibly sometime next year. We'll have to wait and see. And let's see, last but not least, is this the last one? I believe, no, actually I got a couple more. So, second to last. So, second to last one, these are just sketches of my dogs, as well as some of my family members. These are some of my brothers, sisters, and my dad. It's been a while since I draw realistically, and I think it was, I definitely needed it. It was, I think it was great exercise, and I think it definitely paid off. Although, it was very difficult to pull off the dogs. Like, because they kept on moving, like, just when I thought, like, oh, like, they're going to stand still, I'm just going to go draw them, but they kept on moving, so I had to think quick. So it was, oh man, yeah, dogs are they're very challenging, especially my dogs. Oh man, dogs I was trying to draw were Zero and Rufus. So, the one time I wanted them to stay, and they keep on like, walking away. But that's the best I can do. It's challenging to do moving subjects, but it trains you to go faster. So I think it was a good challenge that I definitely needed. And the last one for today is some Disney Infinity figures that I drew, which on the plus side, even though Disney Infinity has been canceled for a few years now, I do have these awesome figures that pretty much I can display. I guess I still play every once in a while, but they're mostly there for display now, which I think they are awesome figures. Love the design. I think the team did a fantastic job creating these figures. So pretty much, what I drew were Spider-Man, Groot, Davy Jones, Ahsoka, Princess Leia, and Iron Man. And the ones I highlighted with its own background, those are the ones that I liked the most. The ones I thought I did a really great job with, which are Spider-Man, Groot, and Davy Jones. So I think those were a lot. I think I did a great job with capturing those poses, especially with Davy Jones. I love how that one turned out. It was and also Groot I thought was pretty good too. But yeah, it was very interesting playing around with shapes and like perspective, and so yeah, that pretty much wraps up part 2 of my sketchbook in progress. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching another one of my progress inside my sketchbook. If you guys like this video, feel free to like and subscribe to Just Cartoons for more art and hopefully some animation in the future. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.